My name is Cole Monroe, and this is my vlog for my new student dialogue here at Clemson University. And the new student dialogue I went to was male, female, or yes please. A dialogue on gender. And this dialogue was all about how male and female and just gender in general is not a very black and white thing. In fact, it's not at all. And some of the things they address is how like some people identify as both male and female, or even neither, or like somewhere in between. Like it's not always like somebody's just like straight male and somebody's straight female. And they did that by like talking about like terms used in this sort of concept or idea, or like just like I guess concept or idea is the wrong word, but like when people are talking about the subject, there we go, that's the right word. Um, and kind of like getting the definitions of each of these words right, because I feel like, well, I don't feel like actually it was a lot of people got the like definitions for these words wrong, and it was like more of like just clear that up and get people like the right idea of what everything in this whole subject is like about. And I really liked the way the instructors handled it. Like I think they did a good job because they didn't like take this idea, because I mean I know it's kind of a difficult idea to grasp, like that gender is not so like left or right. And they didn't take it and was they like something they didn't do was like take it and be like, oh, accept this crazy knowledge and we're gonna throw it in your face whether you like it or not, and you're just gonna take it. No, it was like it was a very they did it more very like subtly, and they did it like in a way that was like almost like related it back to things that we were like used to. Like they related it back to like age, religion, social stand, like the way like class and stuff like that, and like other things about our life, just like that we identify and like identify us for who we are. And I thought that was a good way of approaching it, and it made it more accessible. And yeah, I can say they did a good job. Now, whether or not our dialogue was a true dialogue, I can say that there was a very, very noble attempt at it. And it had nothing to do with the instructors. I think it had more to do with just the group. Group wasn't very exciting. And I mean they just didn't really there wasn't much dialogue going on. I mean that was to be expected, because a lot of people there were just there to be there because they had to be there for this class. I mean, so was I. But since I was there, I was trying to make the most of it, and I was trying to participate as best as I could. And there were a few active voices, like there were a few, like a handful of people that spoke out and spoke and talked when the instructors brought up questions and talking points, and I appreciated that. Like I'm glad that conversation was made. I tried to make some conversation and talk on points when I could. And yeah, I think in that sense it was a true dialogue. It's just the majority of people didn't really get as involved. But actually, you know what? Even still, I think the instructors did a good job of getting people involved, because they kind of had hands-on activities. Like we had to make like these posters of like, or like I guess like big graphs of like different aspects of our lives and how it's like developed through like as we've aged. So I guess in the end everyone did get involved. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And let's see, why do I think that these dialogues are a component of Library 100? Well, I feel like that they're used to kind of like ease people into opening up to other ideas and concepts and cultural differences. Like I feel like back in high school, it's a lot more closed-minded and stuff. You don't deal with a lot of people who are different than you. But in college, you're going to a place where there's people coming from all over the place, like all over the country, even all over the world. And it's very difficult because a lot of culture clash, a lot of like melting pot kind of like just things. And I feel like these dialogues are like a way to ease ourselves into maybe difficult to grasp concepts and just kind of make them more normal and more acceptable. But but yeah, 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 it was pretty good. I can definitely say I liked it.